Volkswagen bus. And that was before seat belts were required.
You remember how the
With a
roof
sliding
opened up?
roof, and you guys would stand up on the seats. Like, now we'd all be in jail. And once, I guess, in the Adirondacks, we pulled a little pop-up camper.
Yeah, it was Mr. Brown's.
Right. And we were on a steep hill, and somehow the trailer pulled the bumper off, and we took about 2 weeks to get, 2 days to get that welded and fixed.
We went camping, and we didn't take Shadow. We said, no, we're not going, we took Jenny to Gatenby, but we didn't take Shadow, and we said, we're gonna put her in the kennel and all that stuff. So then, as soon as we got back, I called up the kennel and I said, we're ready to pick up our dog. And they said, she's gone. The thunderstorm had come. I told them how afraid of thunder she was, and she had chewed out of metal.
Cyclone fits, right.
Yeah, I sent Fox up to tell you what had happened. And you all came tripping down the stairs, and you said, we're gonna go find Shadow, and I was like...
So anyway,
because I knew you wouldn't find Shadow.
So about a mile away was a campground in Bull Run State Park, I guess it was. So I said, well, let's just drive over there and drive in there. So we drove in and started walking down the place where the camp tents were, and here comes this couple with Shadow on a leash. And so I said, and she had a tag on with our name and number and so forth, but obviously they had not planned to call. So I said, hey, Shadow, and she tore away to come over us. And so we brought it home and walked in, and what did you do?
I was very surprised.
I said we were going to go find Shadow. We found Shadow.
Yep. Good for you, Fox.
Everybody kept saying we ought to visit this Indian reservation with a little town, and the town's name was Cross Village.
Yeah.
And you can tell about what was there.
Well, nothing. Absolutely nothing. And later when we asked the kids about it, they said, well, there was an Indian slumped over on his motorcycle. And that was it.
And they had a bar that was made out of logs. All the furniture was made out of logs and things like that. But anyway...
what was it called?
The Cross Village Inn.
The Legs Inn.
Well, the Legs Inn.
Inn.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Anyway,
Right.
it was a bust, so any bad place from now on was named Cross Village. We would go skiing up in a little town of Glen Ellen, Vermont. Good ski, very difficult ski area. And the Clarys went with us once.
No.
Oh, the Gatenbys did.
Gatenby's.
Gatenbys and the Seltzers and the
Browns,
yeah. And
Dexter Munger is a radish.
Dexter Munger's a radish. He was, but
The old abode.
we would all ski and play charades and
Had a big, long kitchen table, and we'd lay out all these slices of bread and go and take our lunch over to the ski slope, and it was fun.
And one at Glen Ellen, when you guys were older, we decided to put them in ski school. And the Glen Ellen Ski School was run by a Frenchman named Pierre Stamos, right? Mm-hmm. And of course, all the teenage girls thought he was the best thing that ever existed. So Mark was the youngest, and so anyway, the announcement came on in this French accent. Mr. and Mrs. Stoddard come to the ski school, and we found out that you had been expelled. Well, we decided decided to take a winter vacation to go snorkeling rather than to ski. But that's when you had your encounter with the sea urchin, right?
Spiny Norman. Yes. Well, I
Figure.
saw one over here, and so I said, I gotta get out of here, and ow, boy.
And the solution was you have to break the crystals of the urchin up in your palms so it'll dissolve. And of course, that's pretty painful.
I noticed. Well, I remember one vacation when Steshka was with us, and Fox came home and said, we're going to Disneyland. Now, none of us had ever been to Disneyland. Disney World, sorry. And I said, oh, Steshka can't go, she's got an AFS weekend. And Steshka said, Mom, I'm going.
You remember the big ball that's the entrance to Disney
Epcot.
Epcot.
At Epcot, and AT&T sponsored that, and the month before the whole Epcot opened, we had a meeting there, and we were there for 3 or 4 days. And